Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the Unit 5, and the first topic is general characters of mammals. Let us know about the word what is meant by mammals. Any animal of which the female feeds her young on milk from her own body. Most mammals give birth to live young, not eggs. Examples: humans, dogs, elephants, and dolphins. Here we can observe most of the animals give birth to their young and young babies. That's why these are called as mammals. First point. Mammals are warm-blooded animals who give birth to their young ones. They are the most dominant form of animals found in almost all types of habitats. They have mammary glands that help them produce milk to feed their younger ones. Presence of region of the brain known as neocortex. Their skin possesses oil glands. The oil glands are also called as sebaceous glands, and sweat glands. These sweat glands are also called as pseudoferous glands. Next, the fur of hair throughout the body, which helps the animals to adapt their environment. The hair of the body, it helps the animals to adapt every environment. And next, they are heterodont, that is, they possess different types of teeth. Animals also possess cervical vertebrae. The skull is dichondric and the trunk is divided into thorax and abdomen. The mammals respire through lungs. In this point, we can observe most of the mammals respire through lungs, like humans. Next, good sense of hearing, as mammals are aided with 3 middle ear bones. Mammals are 4-chambered heart. The sinus venosus and renal portal system are absent. Mammals have 4-chambered heart like the humans. Next, presence of single-boned lower jaws. The brain is well developed, divided into cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla. They possess 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Exhibit one of the most advanced forms of diaphragms. The mammals can lay eggs also. They are also known as viviparous. Next, duck-billed platypus. Let us know about the duck-billed platypus and how it is. The platypus, Ornithorhynchus anatinus, sometimes referred to as the duck-billed platypus, is a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal endemic to eastern Australia. The platypus is a bottom feeder that uses its beaver-like tail to steer and its webbed feet to propel itself through the water while hunting for insects, shellfish, and worms. Next, the watertight nostrils on its bill remain seized so that the animal can stay submerged for up to 2 minutes as it forages for food. Next, this is the picture of duck-billed platypus, that is Ornithorhynchus anatinus. The platypus is a duck-billed, beaver-tailed, otter-footed, egg-laying aquatic creature native to Australia. If its appearance alone somehow fails to impress, the male of the species is also one of the world's few venomous mammals. Equipped with sharp stingers on the heels of its hind feet, the male platypus can deliver a strong toxic blow to any approaching foe. While the platypus generally inhabits freshwater rivers, wetlands, and billabongs down under, it is also known to venture into brackish estuaries. Let us know about what is estuaries. The combined fresh and saltwater areas where rivers meet the sea, that is called as estuaries. Next point. The female platypus lay her eggs in an underground burrow that she digs near the water's edge. Baby platypus hatches after 10 days and nurse for up to 4 months before they swim off and forage on their own. The Commonwealth of Australia reverses this remarkable mammal so much that it honors the platypus with a place on its 20-cent coin. Next, let us know about marsupials. What is marsupials? Marsupials are any members of the mammals. Infraclass belongs to Marsupialia. All extant marsupials are endemic to Australasia, Wallacea and the Americas. A distinctive characteristic common to most of these species is that the young are carried into a pouch. Living marsupials includes opossums, Tasmanian devils, kangaroos, koalas, wombats, wallabies and bandicoots, among others, while many extinct species such as thylacine are also known. And these are the examples for marsupials. These are the marsupials class. In this first photo we can observe the babies are carrying in their pouch-like structure. In their abdomen region, they have some pouch-like structure in which they carry their own babies in their pouch. Marsupials represent the clade originating from the last common ancestor of extinct metatherians, the group containing all mammals more closely related to marsupials than to placentals. They give birth to relatively undeveloped young that often reside in a pouch located on their mother's abdomen for a certain amount of time. Like I said, for a certain amount of time, they give birth to the young ones and their young ones reside in their pouch located in their mother's abdomen region. Next, close to 70% of the 334 extinct species occur on the Australian continent, the mainland, Tasmania, New Guinea and nearby islands. Next, the remaining 30% are found in the Americas, primarily in South America, 13% in Central America, and the one species, the Virginia opossum, in North America and north of Mexico. Next, the word marsupial comes from marsupium, the technical term for the abdominal pouch. What is here? We can observe that. We can know that the word marsupials come from the word marsupium, which is a technical word for abdominal pouch. In their abdominal region, there is a pouch-like structure which help to carry their own babies. It in turn is borrowed from the Latin marsupium and ultimately from the ancient Greek marsupos, meaning pouch. Next, let us know about the differences between prototherians and metatherians. First, prototheria are egg-laying mammals. Examples: platypus, echidna. Next, metatheria includes pouch-bearing mammal. Examples: kangaroo, opossum. Next, first, prototheria. The subclass Prototheria contains egg-laying animals. Here we can observe the mammals which lay eggs, which are the most ancestral forms in the class Mammalia. These Prototheria and Metatheria comes under the class Mammalia. There are only 3 extinct species grouped into 2 families and a single order, the Monotremata. Also, this order is restricted to Australia and New Guinea. These are terrestrial and aquatic species. Here we can observe these Prototheria species can live under both circumstances like terrestrial, like on the land, and the aquatic species. Next, moreover, they are endothermic. Besides, they have an unusually low metabolic rate. They maintain their body temperature lower than most other animals. Next, Metatheria. Metatheria is another subclass of mammals, and this subclass includes marsupials that give birth to the partially developed young one and possesses an abdominal pouch. In this Metatheria, we can observe these type of animals can give birth to the partially developed, not fully developed. They give birth to the partially developed young ones, and then in the abdomen pouch, the entire development will be done in their abdominal pouch. Female marsupials keep their undeveloped young ones inside the pouch and nourish them till they mature. In this point, we can observe that till they mature, for the young ones, they in their pouch only, the undeveloped ones get their nourishment till they mature. Next, therefore, the development of young marsupials takes place inside the pouch. Marsupials lack a true placenta unlike Eutheria. Mammals in Prototheria do not have a true placenta, while mammals in Metatheria have a simple placenta. Prototheria do not have a pouch, while mammals belonging to Metatheria have a pouch to keep their young ones and nourish. Here we can observe the Prototheria, Metatheria versus Eutheria. In Prototheria, we can observe Prototheria is a subclass comprised of egg-laying primitive animals. In Metatheria, it is the subclass which give birth to a partially developed young ones. First one, in Prototheria, we can observe these egg-laying primitive animals. In Metatheria, we can see that they give birth to partially developed young ones. In Eutheria, it give birth to live well-developed young ones. Next, what is the main characteristics of these three classes? They lay eggs. Like the previous point only, they give birth to partially developed young ones and nourish them while keeping in a pouch. Third one, they give birth to well-developed young ones. Placenta. In Prototheria, they do not have any true placenta. In Metatheria, they have simple placenta. In Eutheria, they have true and complex placenta. Ear pinna. In Prototheria, it have an ear without pinna. In Metatheria, it have an ear with pinna. In Eutheria, have an ear usually with pinna. Next, nipples. In Prototheria class, the animals doesn't have nipples. And in Metatheria, it have abdominal nipples. The nipples are present near the abdominal region. In Eutheria, it has abdominal and thoracic nipples. In this point, we can know that the nipples are present both in abdominal region and thoracic region. Next, corpus callosum. Prototheria doesn't have corpus callosum. Metatheria also doesn't have corpus callosum, but in Eutheria we can observe that corpus callosum is present. Next, examples: duck-billed platypus and anteater. In Metatheria, kangaroo and opossum. And next, in Eutheria class, rat, horse, human, etc. Let us know about the dentition in mammals. What is the meaning of dentition? The arrangement of teeth in the upper jaw and the lower jaw, mainly on the premaxilla, maxilla and dentary bones, is called as dentition. Here we can observe that the arrangement of teeth on the upper jaw and the lower jaw, they is completely called as the dentition. Next, absence of teeth. Modern turtles and the birds lack teeth. Teeth are present in all mammals, though a secondary toothless condition is found in some mammals. The adult platypus, which is also called as Ornithorhynchus, bears epidermal teeth but no true teeth are present. In platypus, embryonic teeth are replaced by horny epidermal teeth in adult. In echidna or spiny anteater, Cachyglossus, the teeth are absent in all stages of life. Let us know about the functions of teeth. The primary function of teeth is to grasp and hold the prey or food in the mouth cavity. Next, teeth are modified to serve as a grinding mill for chewing food. What is the primary function here? It is to grab the food or to hold the food. Next, the teeth are modified to serving as grinding mill for chewing food. Teeth may serve as weapons for offense and defense by working as tearing organs. The teeth are also can useful as defense mechanism. Next, significance of teeth. Teeth are also characteristic of mammals that their classification is based largely on their dentition. Thus, study of dentition is important for taxonomic work on mammals. The number of teeth present gives an idea of the approximate age of the mammal. Study of dentition has helped in deciding the pedigree or ancestry of certain animals. Next, dental formula in mammals. Mammalogists use a convenient shorthand or dental formula to summarize and present this information. Incisors are abbreviated as I, canines as C, premolars as P, and molars as M. Humans have 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars, and 3 molars. That is I2, C1, P2, and M3 in each quadrant of their upper jaw. This is the dental formula of some common mammals. These are the examples how the dental formula is present in, like first one man and monkey, next rabbit, third cow and goat, dog, rat and mouse, elephant, kangaroo and sheep. The evolutionary process of teeth of mammals, their natural selection and their food specialization has given them different functions. This has led to variations in the shape, size and number of teeth. This is the structure of teeth. On the top of the region we can observe and this is the crown part. Next, the lower part of the teeth is called as root part, because we can observe in the lower part of the teeth we can observe different types of roots are present. In the upper part we can observe this one is called as enamel. The next one, dentin. In this region this is called as pulp region. Here this one is the gum region which helps to hold the teeth tightly. And this blue color vein and the red color one is called as blood vessels. This one is called as periodontal ligament, and these are the lateral canals, and the yellow one is called as nerve. This is the structure of mammal. Next, a tooth consists of enamel, dentin, cementum and pulp tissue. The portion of a tooth exposed to the oral cavity is known as the dental crown, and the portion below the dental crown is known as the tooth root. As I mentioned in the picture, the top portion of the tooth is called as crown region and the lower region of the tooth is called as tooth root. The dental pulp cavity exists in the center of the tooth, through which the dental pulp called the nerve runs. In order to receive an impact on the tooth and to absorb and alleviate the force on the jaw, the surface of the root area, cementum and the alveolar bones are connected by the fibrous tissue called the periodontal ligament. The tooth is supported by the tissue consisting of an alveolar bone, gums and periodontal ligament. First, enamel. What is enamel? The hardest bodily tissue covering the surface of the dental crown. It is as hard as crystal, 7 on the Mohs scale of mineral hardness. It is the most hardest tissue on the body. Next, dentin. The tissue that forms the tooth from the dental crown to the tooth area situated inside the enamel and cementum. It is softer than the enamel. A small tube filled with tissue fluid called the dentinal tubule runs inside the dentin. Next, cementum. The tissue covering the surface of the tooth root. It connects the alveolar bone with the tooth by the periodontal ligament. Its hardness is similar to bone. Next, dental pulp. The tissue is called the nerve. Blood vessels and the lymph vessels as well as nerve fibers are located in the dental pulp, supplying nutrients to the dentin. Next, periodontal ligament. Tissue consisting mainly of the fibrous tissue that connects the tooth root and the alveoli bone. It prevents force applied to the tooth from being directly imposed on the alveoli bone while chewing food. Alveolar bone. The jawbone supporting the tooth. The tooth is planted into this bone. When a large part of the alveolar bone is destroyed by periodontal disease or other causes, the tooth becomes loose. Gingiva, also called as gum, the soft tissue covering the alveolar bone. It is generally called as gum. Gingival sulcus, the small space between the tooth and the gum. Even people with heavy tooth usually have a depth of 1 to 2 mm in this space. When this space depends due to inflammation, it is called the periodontal pocket or gingival pocket.